Today on the Travel Magazine, we'll visit Nuremberg, Germany. But first, to Quebec City, Canada, the only fortified city in North America. Sitting prominently above the St. Lawrence River, Quebec City, Canada is like a part of Europe right here in North America. Hi, I'm Jake de Boer.
And I'm Mieke de Boer, and welcome to this edition of the Travel Magazine.
With its imposing city walls, originally designed to prevent access to the city, visitors are now invited to appreciate a certain romantic flavor in a city that has a joie de vivre on every street corner.
First of all, you see, when you get to Quebec City, people from North America discover a city that has a very, very, very European flavor. So let's say for everybody coming from North America, they experience a little cultural shock.
When we visited Quebec City, it was during the Festival d'été, the largest international French event in North America. The word Festival d'été, what does it mean and what does it do?
What does it mean is to bring something during the summer that you cannot find in any period in the year in Quebec City.
I'm selling t-shirts, sweatshirts, bags, I'm selling pin, keychain. The best seller, t-shirts and the caps too.
With street animation with performers for about 11 days, bringing international artists from over 23 countries this year, with over 700 shows within 11 days again. And to satisfy certain clientele, certain taste that usually all year round is not that easy to satisfy.
The Plains of Abraham, what are they?
What are they? It's a park, a large, huge park that covers, which is located just a little further from where we are. And what it was originally, it's the site where there was a very important battle that took place in Quebec City, and the French general, you see, his name was Montcalm, British general was Wolfe, and General Montcalm was defeated on the Plains of Abraham. This is exactly on September the 13th, 1759. This is when this area became British, and the park is a landmark in terms of history, but actually now we use it as a city park.
The renowned Chateau Frontenac dominates the Quebec City skyline and lays claim to being the most photographed hotel in the world.
You know, the Chateau Frontenac has been a hotel since the day it was built, and actually it was never meant to be part of the fortifications. But it is built exactly on the site where the governor of New France had his castle, had his palace, but we're referring to the 17th century.
During the festival, everyone is fair game, and you never know when a street performer will single you out.
No, stop! Stop! Hold! Stop! Okay! Okay! Oh! And these lights! Okay! This is the cab. This is the horse. Hold it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. We'll go in here. Okay, you can have the car.
As long as I remember being in Quebec City, there's always been carriages, because you have to know, if there was one word that you'd want to use to describe Quebec City that would give you the feeling, is romantic.
Hi, welcome to Quebec City. You are maybe my 5,000 ride, but I love this city, I feel this city. And you know, winter is very long, but summertime is good, huh?
So, Yves, is this now part of the old city?
The old part here? Yes. We are here inside the wall. And the wall is around the old Quebec City. Huh? And inside the wall, we have to keep the old architecture, huh? For the next generations. If something burnt, we have to rebuild with the old architectures.
So tell me about the festival. You know, here the summer festival.
I like this. I like performers, the clowns, and everything. I like music. But me, it should be a festival every night of the year, you know, 12 months a year. But it's only 10 nights, the festival, you know. Yeah, I like it.
You see, basically what the old city is all about is a very narrow street. We got quite a few hills, actually, that makes it very, very interesting.
Inside the old walls, you'd really get the feeling that you're in a European city in the middle of North America.
This is a very cultural city. It's a city where artists are very welcome. So you're going to find the next corner either a street artist doing a nice performance, or somebody doing a caricature, or doing painters love Quebec City, so there's doing a nice etching of one of the very interesting buildings that we have. So that's basically what Old Quebec is all about. You see, very often they refer to the Grand Allée as les Champs-Élysées of Quebec City. Just imagine bars and outdoor cafes, and with all kinds of animation and musicians where you can go, sit and enjoy yourself and have a beer anytime, just about any time of the day or even any time of the evening. It's very colorful and at the same time very, very friendly.
We will be back with more of the Travel Magazine just after this, so stay with us.
City walls surround the historic old town of Nuremberg in Bavaria. With a wealth of sights to see and local delicacies to savor, Nuremberg has arisen from the ashes to become a bustling young city. Bavaria's second largest city has a colorful history that goes back at least to the year 1050. It stood at the crossroads of important trade routes across Europe, and over the years has emerged into a great cultural center.
Well, it's unfortunate, but Nuremberg was destroyed to 90%. The destruction that took place was catastrophic. There are lots of billboards out now showing you the difference between the city before and after. And a man named Schmeissner had made a decision after the war to rebuild Nuremberg. And the question was, should we make it a modern city, as Frankfurt was made?
Yeah.
Or do we retain this medieval character? And of course they made the decision to retain the medieval character, of course, with the pragmatics involved with traffic and cars at that point. And rebuilt it basically as you see it here.
Nuremberg Castle, very special, very large, and very well preserved. Can you imagine how old some of it is? The Imperial Castle in Nuremberg was one of the most important fortresses in Europe and the political heart of the empire. 1562, Mieke. And I have something special. Does this remind you of Dinkelsbühl?
Yes, and you know what happened in Dinkelsbühl? There were 5 guys with swords waiting for us.
And I have something special. The Royal Suite.
The key.
And this is for real? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Tell me about the merchants of Nuremberg and the mural, what it depicts.
Well, what you see up there is the Chamber of Commerce and Trade, and it's got a little writing underneath that says, Nürnberger Tann geht durch alle Land. And you see a caravan, a merchant's caravan, going out through the city walls, or through the city gate. And of course, there was no protection outside the city gate, and you see the mercenary soldiers with their spears first, followed by the caravan itself, and then the merchant, they have ermine coats. And he's got his hand on his money bag there just to make sure that it's protected. Now Charles IV, early 1300s, decided that they needed a main market square. Not until the 1500s did they then put the clock in. And at the top is this very same Charles IV. The Männleinlaufen it's called. Now that's difficult to translate because it means little men walking around.
Right.
They raise their little trumpets and the men go and they face the audience and they walk by again. Nuremberg is a major toy center, and each year there's a major toy fair here in Nuremberg, and the marionettes, of course, are an expression of this. And they have a shop in the major crafts center, or the little one inside the town, but there's an outlet outside in Kleinweiden, really, where the husband works and puts them together.
Mieke and I decided to visit one of the city's best-known puppet makers.
I like the puppets. I think it's work of art. So where do you start with? You start with the clay?
You start with the clay.
How long does that take?
Half hour.
Half an hour. It's a man's mouth, I think. Women don't have big mouths like that.
I think a lot of men disagree with you, Mieke.
So after you've made the face and it dries, then you paint the face.
See? Yes, yes, yes.
We will just make sure you paint a man.
A man?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's a woman, Thomas.
That's a woman?
This is a man.
This is a man? Okay.
Or do you not think so?
No, I don't think
Friendly or not friendly? Friendly?
No, that one is friendly. Let's do this
That
one.
is friendly?
Yeah,
Friendly.
okay.
This painting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Is that okay?
Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah, Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin.
Okay.
Charlie Chaplin, what have eyes? Charlie Chaplin, brown or black?
I would say with black hair he'd have brown eyes.
Yes. Okay. Brown eyes?
Smiling eyes, eh?
Smiling
Yeah, he was a happy man. So he had smiling brown eyes. It looks like Charlie Chaplin.
Okay, Thomas, let's have a look at some of the other puppets in the store. I'd like to see the variety, especially some Bavarian ones.
Bavarian angel.
Okay.
Aloysius.
Can we see it?
Yes, yes.
I always want to see how the Bavarian angels look.
Okay, well, this is the timing.
See?
Oh,
Oh.
that's neat.
That is an old angel. A
Okay.
Bavarian angel. Can it fly?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You start fly, okay? Worry.
Oh, I'll have a fright when I see an angel like that flying.
So how do you move the hands, Thomas?
One hand,
Yes.
but yes. On front.
Yeah.
Front.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
here in front.
Hello, Charlie. How are you?
Well, I'm just fine, Jake. I just want to tell you, open your eyes.
We'll be back with more of the Travel Magazine right after this, so stay with us.
It smells wonderful here.
Oh, look at this. Isn't this the famous Nuremberger Liebkuchen? What is that again?
Gingerbread. Nuremberg is famous for it. Let's go in and get some, Jake.
Well, Lebkuchen is a gingerbread cookie, basically, flat and round in various shapes. And it became famous in Nuremberg. It was made in other cities, but it became famous in Nuremberg basically because they had the access to the spices in the Orient, in the East, because Nuremberg was a major transport center. And they could easily get the ginger, the nutmeg, the honey, for instance, was an important element. And there was a huge forest around here where the honeybees were grazing and producing enough honey in quantity to produce a lot of gingerbread.
Is it fattening?
I suppose so.
Good Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
So, we smell this wonderful gingerbread.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Honig-Lebkuchen.
Lebkuchen.
Yeah.
So, tell me, what goes in it?
It comes with nuts, almonds, a lot of spices and honey.
What kind of spices?
12 different spices
The spices, where do they come from?
for the whole world.
Like which countries?
Indian, America.
Really?
So
Yeah.
from all over.
Yeah.
And can we try some?
Yeah, sure, you can.
It just smells, oh!
Yeah.
That's lunch, Mieke.
That is, it just looks so good.
And it tastes good too.
And it tastes good.
Yeah.
Mm.
We should get some.
I think so, for our friends. So I want to take the original one that's baked here today.
Good.
Good.
How many do we need, mate?
Oh, we definitely need 4.
Four? Yeah.
And we can take it with us. So how much is that?
18 mark and 80
He will
penny.
pay.
Yeah.
Good, wonderful.
18 mark 80.
Good. And this piece I can keep.
Yeah.
I see a card that has your birth year on it, but we won't point out which one it is now, will we?
No.
But it is in there somewhere.
1970?
Yeah, you wish. That's it for this edition of the Travel Magazine. From Germany, I'm Jake de Boer.
And I'm Mieke de Boer. Auf Wiedersehen.